So today we'll be making a smiley bunny. We'll need a pencil, few brushes, 4 shades, light green, light blue, dark blue, and oil pastels, and 2 pieces of sponge. I'm going to start with drawing a line across the sheet, a horizontal line as shown, less space at the bottom. I'm going to use brush number 4. The colors that I need is light blue, light green, and Prussian blue. I'm going to take the light blue shade and start painting horizontal strokes. I'm going to start painting on the largest section of the paper on top. You can turn the sheet as per your comfort. Just make sure that the lines are neat and horizontal. I'm doing the edges first. I'm going to completely fill this with light blue. Once the base coat is done, I'm going to let it dry for a bit. I'm going to take light green next. I'm going to use horizontal strokes again and fill the other half of the sheet with light green. Again, this acts as a base coat. Next, I'm going to be taking a sponge and I'll be applying dark blue. Take out some dark blue in your palette, soak the sponge in it, and then dab over the light blue. We're using this to create some texture and also shade the sky. I'm going to keep this more prominent on top so that there's a nice layering of dark blue on top, and then that moves to light blue. I'm going to take dark green and I'm going to use a brush again. This time I'm going to make the strokes from bottom to top. This is to paint the grass. I'm making a long stem with leaves. I'm going to continue making the grass around it. Make sure you apply the strokes from bottom to top. I'm going to make another stem with tiny leaves. I'm leaving a little bit of gap in the center to make the bunny. I'm going to make the grass on the right hand side and a little bit on the left corner of the sheet. And as you can see, I've left some space. And I'm going to take white and outline the shape of the bunny. I'm going to draw a circular looking shape and then 2 semicircles at the bottom. If you're not comfortable doing this with the brush, you can draw this first and then outline it with white. I'm going to make these leaf-like shapes. This is for the ears. Once I'm done with the outline, I'm going to fill this entire shape with white. Giving the entire drawing a base coat with white. Fill in the circle. This is going to be the face. Fill in the ears. Make sure your strokes are from bottom to top again. It gives a better brush grip. And it's easier to make the ears tapering on top. I'm going to fill in the semicircles. Once I've filled the entire bunny, I'm going to leave it to dry for a bit. I'm going to take a black gel pen. You can use a sketch pen or a pen. I'm going to take a white oil pastel. Once this is dry, I'm just going to color it around the edges. Fill in the white gaps. I'm going to take the pen and make 2 ovals for the eyes. I'm going to fill half of it for the eyeball. I'm going to make a tiny circle inside for the highlight and fill the rest. I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other eye. For the mouth, I'm going to try and make a W and then whiskers on both the sides. Three lines on each semicircle, 3 vertical lines. I'm going to add white pastel around the edges to give it a slightly furry effect. And also fill in the white spaces. Do this especially around the edges. Next, I'm going to take a light pink shade for the nose to draw it and fill it with pink. And I'm going to apply the same pink color inside the ears. I'm going to leave a little white border and fill the rest with pink. I'm going to take a darker shade of pink to just shade the ears. This adds a little more depth to the work. And to the nose as well, on the left hand side. I'm going to outline the black lines with black oil pastel and redo the whiskers to make it more prominent. Outline one side of the ear. I'm going to take white again. I'm going to do these lines for the flower. Start from the center, moving outward in all directions. Continue to repeat the process until it's a fuller flower, and I'm going to repeat the same process, but this time my lines are going to be smaller for the smaller flower. I'm going to add few strokes of grass with the oil pastel, with a dark green shade of oil pastel. It's overlapping the grass that I did earlier. And that's how it's going to look.